No, this is not clickbait. No, you are not being debated. No, this is the truth. Another one bites the dust. Universe mode is over. Allow me to explain. So I'm not looking to waste your time on this video. I'm not looking to spend a lot of time going in on things that don't matter. I want to just get this over with and break the news to you all as soon as possible. The reason why Universe mode is ending, there are a few reasons, but number one, chief among which, I just don't want to do it anymore, is the honest truth. I do not enjoy doing it. I do not enjoy coming home from work or on a day off, loading up that game and doing something that I don't really want to do. I do not enjoy making the content anymore. I do not enjoy trying to bring the stories. I've tried everything in my power in my mind to try and make it better, to try and make it so that there was some way that I could bring back that spark and enjoy it again. Unfortunately, that spark is gone. And it's not going to come back, and I know it's not going to come back. So if it's gone, I might as well move on. And that's what I'm going to do. I tried. I wanted to make it to SummerSlam and then end it there. I wanted to do that for you guys, but I just could not bring myself to do it. I am sorry about that, but unfortunately, that's the way it goes. I just did not have it in me to keep on going. Number two, I'm sure you've heard this in a few videos as well. Retention. It's rubbish. It's down the drain. Even the change to the shorter videos I thought might try and help bump it up. It has not done so at all. If anything, it stayed at the same numbers. That's not viable for a YouTube channel. That's not livable for a YouTube channel. It's not survivable. There is no way that a YouTube channel can thrive off of the viewer percentage numbers that I bring in and the retention rates. It's just not. It's just for the man hours that are put in, the monetary value of it is not there. And neither is, in my opinion, for the time that's put in, other elements such as views, and subscribers, and revenue especially. I just do not believe that it is there for the man hours that are put in. It is not worth the output that I get from YouTube. Number three, time. It takes a long time to make a video. It basically takes about 60-70% of my free time every week. And that is something that I don't have right now, being in the midst of starting a new job. And for those of you who have been following in the Discord or who have been following for a long time should know, a new look, a new setup, a new house. I've moved home. I just don't have the time to sit in front of this desk and spend all that time making a Universe mode video anymore. It's just, you know, it goes back to number one and number two. I don't want to sit there and spend ages making a video that I don't want to make, and then a video that I know is not going to perform as well as it should because YouTube's algorithm just is not designed to treat it in that way. So yeah, time, big part to play in it as well. And number four, probably the main reason of them all as well, and the main reason why I want to move on from Universe mode and start trying new things, is the reality of I need to stop thinking of YouTube as a hobby and start trying to think about it as a stream of revenue, and start trying to actually think about it as something that I can thrive on and not just simply enjoy and whatever happens from it happens and take a little bit of enjoyment in it. I feel as if I'm at my last shot right now for one very big reason in my life. Obviously, I've moved house, I've moved job, a lot of things have gone on in these past few months, and that is for one very significant reason. This March, at the end of March, I'm going to be a dad to a little baby boy who I cannot wait to meet. But the reality of the situation is, if I'm going to be a dad, if I'm going to be a good dad for my son, I do not want to be a dad that spends half of his free time a week sat in his new room in front of his desk making an episode that he's going to spend 8 hours making, is going to be 35 minutes in length, and 6 minutes are going to be watched on average. That's not something I can do. It's not feasible for me as a person, for me as a creator, and certainly is not feasible for me as a father. It is absolutely not right for me to try and do those things. So when I say that this feels like my last shot with YouTube, it is, because if it goes wrong and things aren't going successful and I've realized that I've made the wrong decision, I'm happy to pull the plug and just call it a day on YouTube. There's only so much I can do before I have to admit that everything that I tried it didn't work out. And I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with things not working out sometimes. That happens. So what does that mean going forward? Obviously, I said that, Universe mode is over. That doesn't mean the channel is over. Of course, I said about this being my last-ditch opportunity. I do believe that being the case, obviously, with everything that's going on in my life. And the reality is that I think the one thing that I actually want to make and the one thing that I want to do on YouTube outside of Universe mode is those what-if scenarios. The videos that Murphs has made quite famous now within this community and has done such a great job of week in and week out. I watch the process he goes through on a day-to-day basis. I hang out with him when he's making some of those videos sometimes, and I just see the freedom that he has, the enjoyment that he has making it, the ability to just sort of dial back a little bit and just just have more enjoyment in the story that he's making. And the results that he's had out of it have been incredible, taking away all of the views and the monetary side of it, which of course is a fantastic reason. And if those things aren't succeeding, you typically don't try and continue on with something. But for him, the viewer retention is one thing. The community that he's growing is another thing. And just that freedom and that happiness that I've seen from him over these last few months, why don't I want to give it a go? Why don't I want to try that and see if I can have, I'm not saying I want to be on the same level as him, but if I can take it if I can have a little bit of that and take home my own crumb of comfort and have something, that I can be proud of and that allows me to grow as a creator and as a human being and allows me to pay bills, put food on the table, buy something for my son. All those things I have to do, all those things I want to do. And the reality is that I can't do that with universe mode. It's just not going to happen. It just cannot happen. And that's why, rather than trying to get to where the end point was originally going to be, which is SummerSlam, I'm just going to rip the band-aid off and end it now. I'm sorry for you guys if you wanted if you were looking forward to SummerSlam. So was I at some point, but eventually all good things must come to an end. And I feel as if now is the end point. It has to be now. I have to get on top of this. And if things don't start going well, I have to know sooner rather than later, in my opinion. So I know to pull the plug and focus on my life as a person, as an individual, as a boyfriend / partner, as a homeowner, and of course, most importantly, as a father. We had a good run. We had a great run. And I was looking forward to ending it at SummerSlam. But unfortunately, I feel as if the best thing I can do now for me, for you, for everyone involved, is to just pull the plug now and get started on the new content. If you don't want to watch the new content, I completely understand. If you solely watched for universe mode, I don't blame you. The best thing for us all to do pretty much is to just, hit that unsubscribe button, move on. It was a pleasure having you around, and I'm sorry that I'm not able to provide the content that you want. If you want to stick around and see how I do things, I'd be more than appreciative of that. I can't give a rough estimate right now on when that'll be. I'm hoping to have it started some point this week maybe, but I don't know for certain. But what I do know is that I want to give this a go. I want to put everything that I've got into this for this last shot at YouTube. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If it does work out, I will be so thankful to each and every single one of you who from the start especially have been there for all the support. So that ends this video. Universe mode is over. May it rest in peace. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you around the corner for the new content. Take care, guys. I love you all. Thank you for everything. Bye-bye.